trench. I was with Panyaza in this platform. I explained the same thing. He was wearing Krisani t-shirt, which now has been explained what it means. I don't know what it means up until today. But I know that Krisani was our commander. And so I just wanted to understand, where was the message going? Maybe such messages could be entrenching that. There are others who still distort it with insurrectionary phrase-mongering. Sell out. This leadership is selling us out to the DA. No substance to it. And they work with the DA and all of that. And then they don't say, who should you work with? And then if they say we must work with Zuma, we don't know what Zuma stands for. And then if they say what we must work with EFF, we know those flip-floppers, where they actually stand. Where do they actually stand? Because today they will be with the DA, tomorrow they will be with something else. Now, they want to become astute ideological proponents of what is progressive through their leader. You know, they are very inconsistent. They cannot be trusted. They change overnight. And they run governments on the basis of threats. We want stability for this country. We don't want anarchy. Over and above everything else, we want stability. We don't want people, when they come into this country, they see something that they don't know what it is. That is the interest of the ANC. The interest of the ANC are for this country first. We will never run down South Africa simply because we believe in self-interest. And even if it can lead to running this economy and this country down to become something else, we will not agree to that. We can't be told by a party that have said that the primary objective of this election is to get rid of the ANC, including working with the DA. Now, when we talk to the DA, it is, with the ANC. They say, no, we don't want you combined. We want you, ANC, to come with us so that you die in our hands. That's what they say. But you are here. You are everywhere. You are in social media. You know what EFF have said and what they stand for. So what is this newfound love and definition that the ANC can work with them? We wanted them here in the port with everybody in the GNU. We wanted them here in the port. Let them come and argue with us that Floyd must become Minister of Finance. Maybe we could have given to him. We don't know. But they didn't want to come to the port. They wanted their own arrangement. They wanted a marriage. We didn't want. We didn't want a marriage of the EFF, DA, Zuma, or anybody. We wanted a get-together of everyone. Simply explained. That is what we wanted to do. So Gauteng disabused this myth that Gauteng stood alone, it had a position on its own. That position where they are now, in terms of what Panyaza is leading and the collective, it's a position of the ANC. National and provincial. And I'm repeating it, it's a position of the ANC. The president knows about it. The entire officials knows about it. The National Executive Committee knows about it, as we briefed them the past weekend. No dissent on it. There's nobody who said in the NEC, no, SG, that is not true. Tina, we don't want DA. GNU, as much as there were reservations about it, was announced as a position of the ANC after a National Executive Committee meeting by its president. Not even by the SG, by the president, in the presence of the NEC. We ran with it in the context of negotiations and engaged with political parties who have come to appreciate it and embrace it. And they are not stepchildren in this GNU. It doesn't mean that they are going to change their identity and become something else. Helen Zille can say everything you want to say every day. I've got no responsibility to be running after her. My job And the job of the ANC is to live up to the expectation of the people in terms of our commitments to the election and what we said we'll do in terms of our manifesto. Not to run after the DA or anybody who's in the GNU and all of that. It's not our job. Our task is to know that the GNU will be contested and others will want to claim it to be in their favor. For instance, as I conclude on the GNU, people arrive in government for 2 weeks. Then they say, no, hey, we are moving with the speed of a lightning, of a Gautrain, lightning, for budgets that they have not shaped, APPs that they have not endorsed. But if you don't know how government works, you'll believe that the DA minister is a machine. He just arrived there and did his thing. But we love ministers who serve the people, irrespective of what party they belong to. If a minister who comes from a particular political party is doing his job, he will get our support. And society will be behind that minister. If a minister who comes from the ANC is sleeping on the job, the ANC will be exposed. That nifake abantu apha kodwa ayingobantu. Why do you cry foul when a particular minister is doing his job, is active? We can't. We want a government that is capable and that is working.